How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What it do? Peace. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Alafia. Hotep. Osil. And all those other good greetings. You hear me? I'm feeling good. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Already ain't operating, vibrating, emanating, being the purest and truest expression and the best version of yourself. I'm feeling all that and some more. I just came through to share a few things, you know. We don't never get too old to learn, you hear me? You know, we don't never get too old to learn, you hear me? But I was just thinking about some things. Rumi said, Rumi said, or has a quote that says, "You are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop." And I was marinating on that. I don't know, I was listening to something, and I heard that quote. You are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop. And I marinated on that a little bit more. And then I started thinking about a quote that the figure Jesus was known for saying. And more so, the quote that got him crucified, that took him to the cross, according to the Bible. But Jesus also said, I and the Father are one. If you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Do anyone see the correspondence in that? Do anyone see the correspondence, a correlation, a cooperation in that? You know? Can anybody see where the same thing is being said? And I found that a whole lot of words I could use. You know, for a minute I was not only enlightened, you know, by something, I was kind of awestruck because these people are from, or these figures, whatever the case may be, allegorical, metaphysical, what have you, are from different timelines. And they saying the same thing. You are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop. I and my Father are one. If you have seen me, you have seen the Father. They were saying the same thing. But why? I started focusing on the why. Because it had to be something more than the enlightenment of our relationship as flesh and our relationship as spirit or divine or Christhood or Godhood. It had to be more than something than the enlightenment of that. But to what? Truth? But about who? And then it hit me. To experience God from within is learning God through yourself and through the experiences that we have. What become the roadblock or what become the veil, or what become the screen, you know, is our ability to learn how to trust it. You know, our ability to learn how to trust it. Because we ain't here to be perfect. You know, contrary to proper belief, we ain't here to be perfect. You know, we here to be our true, authentic, individual self in the expression of divinity as it's going to express itself through us. You know, the path to Godhood is not about becoming something that we are not, contrary to popular belief. You know, it's about uncovering what you always been, what we always been. It's about knowing what we always been. First and foremost, knowledge itself. Regardless of our experiences, regardless of who we experience with, regardless of the miseducation, regardless of the conditioning, you know, the mental conditioning, the emotional conditioning, regardless of the limited beliefs, which resulted in limited abilities, or words like ascension and woke wouldn't be so popular as they are. You know, ascension, cause ascension ain't got nothing to do with nobody being special or nobody being chosen. While all of a sudden, everybody who been here, but why all of a sudden, a lot of people who been here, all of a sudden chosen for something. Why you wasn't chosen way back then? See, so it's easy to get caught up. For those who just caught it, what I just did, to undo some things, you see, it's so easy to get caught up in bullshit that sound good. But that's all it is, bullshit that sound good. And a lot of us will be repeating it. I have, you know, ain't no cap. I don't repeat a lot of bullshit that sound good, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't no substance. It wasn't no substance there. It was nothing that could take me to the next stage according to, you know, the phase I was in at the time, trying to get to the next stage. You know, so we have to know. We got to know how to pick and choose. Because ascension ain't got nothing to do with nobody being special or being chosen. You know, by who? By who? Because if God chose you for something, it's only because you chose yourself. If the divine chose us for something, it's only because we choose ourselves. If Source chose us for something, it's only because we choose ourselves. Whatever it is we feel that thing may be, and that thing will be expressed through our living experience. You know, it won't be just for me or just for you. You know, it'll also be for those who we share life with. I don't know who need to hear this. You know. Yeah. It's a great work to do. You know, we ain't halfway. We ain't halfway where we need to be. You know, and we ain't halfway where we need to be. It's a lot of work that gotta be done. You know, within me, I can speak for myself. You hear me? It's a lot of work that gotta be done. You know, improvement is always worth, you know, trying to achieve, you know. Yeah. But as I was saying though, you know, our spirit, if for those of us who are on a quest to God's self, on a path to God's self, Christhood, you know, it's something that we're going to experience within ourselves, you know. Through everything that we experience, it's giving us an opportunity to experience God, unless we choose to call it something else, according to not only how we perceive through our opportunities of experience, but how we perceive the opportunity to experience. It's all a training. Everything has been a training. You know what we call it, what we do with it. It's totally up to us, you know. All the life experiences, the highs, the lows, you know, the challenges, the victories. What are they for if they're not for the training we gonna need while we here? What are they for if this not practice? Cause we only get one lifetime to live a lifetime, and some of us get a whole lot of lifetimes within that lifetime. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. You know. But yeah. I feel like for most people this they second chance, even if they don't recognize it. So it's all about what we're gonna do with it, cause it is fall. You know, it is harvest season. Harvest looking good on my end. I hope harvest season looking good on y'all. You know, and it's like anything else. You know, knowing what to throw away and what to keep, knowing what to let go, and knowing what to carry with you. You know, knowing what need more attention to it and what don't. That's what growth all about. You know, that's what growth all about. The path to godhood. It's one of growth. It's one of maturity. It's one of knowledge. It's one of wisdom. It's one of self-actualization and self-realization. It's one of intellectual intelligence, self-control, so forth and so on. We all need a reminder, so I just came to talk to somebody. Feel good for no reason at all. Don't feel what you feel, you know. Always be a critical thinker, and keep a curious mind. It'll encourage us. It'll inspire us to ask questions, you know. Don't want nothing nobody else got. Work with what you got and build from that. Otherwise, thanks for the likes, shares, comments, so forth and so on. Yeah, hit that like button on your way out. I love y'all. Peace. My name is Sawu.